Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to LaVilla, Texas, as we have ourselves a non-district matchup with the Lyford Bulldogs coming over to play against the LaVilla Cardinals. Beautiful evening here in South Texas, LaVilla. We got fans here in the crowds. Everything is looking good, and we're almost ready for kickoff. Got about 3 minutes until game starts, but before we get going with the game, let's talk a little bit about these two teams. The visiting Lyford Bulldogs, coached by Coach Hadagi. Sorry about that. Coach Hadagi's in his first year taking over, was an administrator over in Lyford, and now he's back in charge on the sidelines. Lyford, representing 16 3A Division I, which consists of Corpus Christi, London, San Diego, Bishop, Falfurrias, Santa Gratuitas, and Progreso. Big district, tough district, as the Bulldogs are predicted to be in that playoff mix. Back last year in 2020, they went 6-2 overall, 2-1 in district, and were area finalists. They got beat by Palacios, and they beat Palacios, and then they lost in 2 against Llano. The Lyford Bulldogs have 12 returning starters, 12 returning lettermen. That's going to be 5 on offense and 5 on defense. Last week, they put a romping on Santa Rosa, 40-10. So that's a big start for the Bulldogs, and they're hoping to keep that going here in LaVilla, as Coach's version of the spread offense tallied up 658 yards last week, and they're looking to keep that tempo going. Their playmakers, Osmar Martinez, is the signal caller for the Bulldogs, and he found a way to pick apart the Santa Rosa defense last week, throwing for 313 yards and 4 touchdowns. His favorite target last week was Justin Vela, who had a huge game, 6 catches for 230 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Bulldogs have plenty of offensive weapons. Also in there is Oscar Martinez, who along with Osmar controlled the ground game. Osmar ran for 160 yards, while Oscar went for 71. On the defensive side, the Bulldogs gave Santa Rosa all kinds of fits, getting their hands on 2 picks and only giving up 10 points. Senior Gavin Martinez led the Dog Pound D with 7 tackles, and don't forget about All-State defensive back Mark Maduguin, who was also a big-time playmaker for the Bulldogs defense.
All right, guys, you ready for some fighting night?
The LaVilla Cardinals, coached by Danny Perez, Coach DP. They're representing 16 2A Division I. That district, you have Fremont, Santa Maria, Binbolt, and Rivera Coffer. Last year, LaVilla was a by-district finalist, only played 5 games. There were 2-3, went 1-1 in district. But last week, they came out blazing, beating Progreso 62-3. Coach Perez got exactly what he wanted out of his players and got a Week 1 win. The Cardinals came out blazing and put up 530 yards and 62 points on the Red Ants. LaVilla's ground attack was tough to handle as they rushed for 427 yards. With the trio of Contreras, Ortiz, and Joel Almanza, they were a full force. Contreras led that trio with 195 yards and 2 touchdowns. Doing the signal calling for the Cardinals is J.C. Ortiz, who went a perfect 8 for 8 for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns in the air. Overall, Coach Perez was excited to see what his team had last week, but here we go. We got a tough matchup here with a stingy Lyford defense. Once again, this is Real Sports Live, and it's just about game time. Let's see what we have in store for you tonight. Please like, share, tell your family and friends. We have the Lyford Bulldogs and the LaVilla Cardinals coming up, getting ready for kickoff. The officials look like they're about ready, as LaVilla will get the ball to start the game. Ray Perez back in the back, waiting for the kickoff, along with Chris Cardoza and Joel Almanza. Looks like they're looking for a couple things. Back we were talking about with the LaVilla Cardinals on the defensive side of the ball. They will have their hands full with the mighty Bulldog offense, but the trios of Jerry Reyes, Jaden Silguero, and Victor Garcia are up to the challenge. They only gave up 3 points to Progreso last week, and they're looking to continue to be stingy. Last year, these two teams met up in Lyford, with the Bulldogs taking that one 52-6. I happened to be at that game and calling that game last year, which was one of those weird situations because of the ordinance that Willacy County had out with no fans. But here we go. We'll get back to that story in a bit. Kickoff is up, and we're ready to rock and roll. Not much there for Perez, as the white jerseys, white uniforms of the Bulldogs all over that. Here in LaVilla, the artificial turf is an experience to play on. A lot of these teams used to the natural grass, but here in LaVilla, it's a different feel on this artificial turf. So here come the Cardinals getting ready to get things going. Once again, had a big offensive output last week with J.C. Cortez doing the signal calling. Lone back in the backfield. Officials looking at the clock, trying to see if everything's set up here. Trying to figure a couple things out. Like I was saying, last year this game was played in Lyford, and the atmosphere was just a strange one to be at. Fans were not allowed to attend Willacy County games. And you know, when you come to a football game, you've been going to football games all your life, you're used to that atmosphere. But last year, you could hear pins drop as just two teams going out with no cheering, no band, no fans, and it was just weird. But man, we still were able to bring you that action here on Real Sports Live. And here we are again with our traditional Friday night cheerleaders, bands, fans, concession stands. We got you here, Real Sports Live. So Cardinals get very little down, looking at a second and about 9, maybe still 10. Ortiz hands the ball off, finds a little bit of room to run. That's Contreras, who chips away for about 6.
Third down.
So 3rd and about 4 now. This is going to be a big 3rd down, as Lyford's looking to hold, get that ball back into their hands for their first possession. And the Cardinals looking to try to get something to keep this drive alive. Ball on about the 26-yard line. Ortiz waiting for the snap. Pulls back, and there's some flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Might have been some movement on the line.
Let's take that penalty.
That'll go against the Cardinals at a false start. Got to get that cadence down. And that's the kind of stuff that Coach Bettis doesn't want to have to deal with. He knows he needs a clean game, especially against a team like the Lyford Bulldogs. Lyford will take a full advantage of every mistake. So the Cardinals need to clean this kind of stuff up. Ortiz back in the shotgun. A Bulldogs linebacker showing some pressure. Ortiz does get around. Almost intercepted through the hands of Justin Vela.
Pass was incomplete. 4th down.
Tell you what, if Vela can get his hands on that, that's an easy pick 6. I'm sure he would love to get that one back. But good defensive stop by the Bulldogs, as the punting team of LaVilla now coming out. Mark Maruquin looks to have the punt return duties, and they're already looking at some pretty good field position wherever Maruquin can get it back.
Wraps and turkey legs come and support the FFA as well.
This is Real Sports Live. We thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, share. Short punt, takes a little roll, And Marroquin's going to let that one go, but still great field position for the Bulldogs. As that one's at about the 44 of the Cardinals.
Be a first and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Cardinal 44-yard line.
So out comes that potent Bulldog offense who put up big numbers last week. Two back set. Ball's handed off to Marroquin. Marroquin looking for some room. Taken down by a shoestring tackle. Christian Ortiz. But flags come out. Let's see what the call is going to be here. Looks like it's going to be a holding call against the Bulldogs.
Taking them back 10 yards.
So a couple early flags come out on both teams.
Remains first down.
And now we're looking at a 1st and 20. Martinez.
Number 15, Osmar Martinez.
With the quarterback duties, man in motion now. Martinez coming around the left, finds himself a little bit of room, but met by that trio of Cardinals. In on that is Silguero.
Short game brings up second down.
So 2nd and about 8. Bulldogs waiting for that snap. Here we go. Martinez hands the ball off to Martinez. Breaks a couple tackles, lose a couple of yards there. But that Cardinal defense definitely is coming out hungry tonight. That's one of Coach Bettis' big things is aggressiveness. And I know that Coach Bettis has these guys in that weight room. Coach Bettis is a big believer in weights and conditioning.
For the Bulldog offense.
Big 3rd down now. Looks like we have some movement.
The flag on that play.
Let's see if that's going to be on the Bulldogs. Take them back again. And I know Coach Hadagi is not going to be too pleased at this first offensive possession because now they're looking at a 3rd and forever. Good opportunity maybe to drop Martinez back and look for something deep. Unless they're going to play it conservative and just try to make up a little bit of this yardage and punt that ball away. Let's see what the Lyford O decides to do. Movement on the line once again. Looks like they're going to be a free play and broken up.
The flag on the play.
By the Cardinals. It's probably going to be on the Cardinals jumping. But Martinez played that one smart and kept that play going. Waiting on the official call here. Sure enough, it's going to be on the Cardinals. That'll move them up 5. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 15, which is a little bit more comfortable to make a play here. Martinez back in that shotgun. He's looking at his options. And that one falls a little short as the Cardinal defense was back there quick, fast, and in a hurry. Leading that surge was Joey Escobar and 2 of his buddies, and that's going to bring out the punting team for the Bulldogs. So flags on both sides of the ball for their first possessions, and they're trying to clean all that up. We're about 8:49 into the first quarter, 0-0 here in LaVilla. Punt is nice back there, waiting for it. It's number 2, Perez. Perez trying to get up the line, but Bulldogs are all over that one.
Number 2, Perez ridden out of bounds by the Bulldogs.
In on that tackle is Darius Martinez.
Darius Martinez, nonetheless, it's the Cardinal first down.
So Perez gets the ball to about the 25. And let's see if the Cardinals can get something going here offensively, as both teams have yet to find a groove in their first possessions. J.C. Ortiz at the QB. Alongside him in his backfield is Christian Ortiz.
1st and 10 for your Cardinals. Ortiz quarterbacking.
With a trips left formation, Ortiz plays the option, kicks it outside to Ortiz, who has room to run, and he might have a little breakaway. He's at the 40, breaks back inside the 30. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. So Cardinals get on the board first. Let's take a look at that. Coming back to our game, it looks like we froze here. We're going to try to get that camera going here again. 1 second, please. Excuse us for that.
For the 2-point conversion. Number 33, Contreras, alongside Ortiz.
There we go. Now we're back. They're going for a 2-point conversion. And they get that 2-point conversion.
Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, number 27, Christian Ortiz.
So Christian Ortiz with a 74-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals jump on the board first. We're at a bad angle to get that inside look of the end zone, so we ain't able to get that conversion on there because we're kind of blocked by the press box. But we're trying to get our best here for you. So Cardinals jump on the board first with that 74-yard TD run by Christian Ortiz, who grounded and pounded all the way. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
It's easy. The choice is yours. You can click Fruya.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Blue Fruya Motors. We're always at your service.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
So 74-yard scamper by Christian Ortiz of the Cardinals. And that 2-point conversion was not successful. So it's 6-0, 8:26 into the first quarter. And now we're ready for the kickoff after the touchdown. Maruquin in the back, waiting to receive the kickoff. Takes a roll. Vela picks that one up, looking for some room to run. He does find some. Gets it up to about the 43. So pretty good field position here for the Bulldogs. And let's see if they come out a little cleaner for this second drive. I'm sure Coach Hadagi has those guys fired up on the side, saying, hey, they jumped on us right now. It's time for us to get back into this game. Let's clean things up. And let's start rocking and rolling. 8:19 in the first quarter. 6-0 Cardinals off of that big run by Ortiz. Missed 2-point conversion.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
So here comes
At their own 43
Osmar Martinez. Dropping back, looking for his man. Intercepted by the Cardinals. Victor Garcia jumps in front of that one and gets the pick. So LaVilla gets the ball back after one play by the Bulldogs. And let's see if they can capitalize on the turnovers of the Bulldogs. 8:13 in the first. This is Real Sports Live bringing you tonight's action.
First and 10 for the Cardinals at the Bulldogs.
So first and 10 for the Cardinals on the Bulldog 48. Now, the Cardinals have moved under center.
Ortiz on the center.
There is the toss out. Oh, but there is defense all over that one. That's Noah Guzman for the tackle for the loss.
Loss of about 5 yards.
Loses about 5. Nicely read by the Bulldog defense. Ortiz waiting for the call, looking for the sidelines. Bulldog defense looked to be beefed up and looking for a stop. 7:38 in the first quarter. Ortiz back in the shotgun. Back in his backfield is Contreras. Ortiz drops back, finds his man, and it's complete. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage and then some. So first complete pass for Ortiz.
The force is strong with Luke.
Thank you once again for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Please like, share, follow. We got you on Facebook, YouTube. Give us a shout out. Tell us where you're watching from. And here come the Cardinals. Ortiz dropping back and rolling out to his right, looking for his receiver. Finds an open man, but just couldn't get it. Ball goes out of bounds.
Ball's incomplete.
He was under some heavy pressure by the Bulldogs. Victor Rubalcaba had a good run on him, making him forcing that throw out.
Escobar punting for the Cardinals.
4th down. And Escobar is now getting ready to punt. Punt is up, and it's a nice little punt. Gets to the 20. It is receivable. Maruquin finds himself a lane. He's going at the 30. If he can beat one man, but he slides and falls. Just a little slip. But Maruquin was in stride as he takes himself to a nice field position for the Bulldogs. Let's take a look again at that return.
We have first and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Cardinal 26-yard line. Check that, 26-yard line.
And like I said earlier, LaVilla has artificial turf. It is a different field than grass. Sometimes teams have to change cleats. They have to switch up their cleats to have better traction on turf than they would on grass. That could have been one of those reasons right there, as Maruquin had himself a nice run, a nice return, but then slipped, taking him down at about the 25-yard line. So here come the Bulldogs. Ball is kept by Martinez, trying to break a tackle, then brought down by Joey Escobar. Shout out to Sam Rocha, rooting on the Bulldogs, watching from San Marcos, Texas. Thanks for tuning in, Sam Rocha. Martinez in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Ball's handed off, looking up that middle, finds a little bit of room, slips through, still on his feet. Tough run, gets inside the 10, that's Oscar Martinez. As he found a little seam, following his blockers and breaks a couple and gets inside the 10. Ball on the 9-yard line, 1st and goal, Bulldogs. Anita Hernandez, thanks for tuning in, rooting on her Bulldogs. Osmar Martinez in the shotgun, man in motion. Ball is given up to the motion. That's Justin Vela, who gets inside the 5.
Getting a stop on that play.
As Christian Ortiz gets hit on that tackle, ball on the 5-yard line, 2nd and goal. Bulldogs are knocking. Let's see if they keep it on the ground and just keep pounding.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
Well, it looks like the Bulldogs want to talk it over at a timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CIS.
Inside the red zone, the Bulldogs are knocking on the 5-yard line. Martinez keeps it himself, but he is stopped at about the 4. Cardinal defense don't give up much on that one. Tackle in on that tackle, Jerry Reyes. Jerry Reyes was part of that linebacker trio we were talking to you guys about at the beginning of the game.
Third and goal from about the 5-yard line.
3rd and goal. Martinez got a man in motion. Martinez takes it down himself, finds a seam, leaps in, touchdown Bulldogs.
Number 15, Osmar Martinez for a Bulldog.
Osmar pulls that one down himself, finds a gap, and crosses the goal line. So the Bulldogs get on the board as they're going to come out in a swinging gate formation. As they adjust once again, it looks like they're going to go for an extra point.
Number 5, Diego Guerra with an extra point attempt for the Bulldogs.
Snap, hold. Ball is deflected by the Cardinals as the Cardinals came in full steam ahead. Victor Garcia in on that along with Jaden Salguero. Let's see that again.
Got a quick birthday shout out to Jennifer Rodriguez from your husband, Enrique Cantu. Just want to tell you happy birthday.
So that extra point is no good. We're all tied up 6-6, 4:37 in the first quarter. This is Real Sports Live. Let's hear a quick commercial break.
We're the Harlingen Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Back to the action here in LaVilla, coming out of that Lyford touchdown as Osmar Martinez gets that 3-yard TD run. Ball is muffed in that back, giving Lyford plenty of time to get back there, and there's a wall of white for the
All the
tackle.
way out to the 20-yard line. First down, Cardinals.
Out comes the Cardinal offense, once again ready to get back in a groove. Thanks you for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Melissa McCormick watching all the way from Kansas, rooting on the Bulldogs. Thanks for tuning in to Real Sports Live. We're glad we can bring you tonight's action. We got 4:30 in the first quarter.
First attempt for the Cardinal offense at the 20-yard line.
Ortiz with a spread out formation finds his receiver just a little high, incomplete.
Ray Pettis falls incomplete. Second down.
You know, we're blessed to be able to broadcast and bring you this game live with video feed. When I first started off doing these games, we were all audio all audio, play-by-play. We weren't able to give you that live video. And then last year, of course, with everything that went on, UIL granted streaming services to bring you video for the games for those who could not make it out to the games and for those that weren't allowed to go to the games. And we are still here, able to bring you this live video feed of Friday night action.
Gain of 4, third down.
So LaVilla now looking at about a 3rd and 6. This will be a big stance here for the Bulldogs if they can hold them.
Third down, about 6 yards to go for the Cardinals.
Ortiz back with a shotgun. He's rolling back, finds himself a screen, but it's a little too much and off target. Cardinals now looking at a 4th down. Bulldogs brought that pressure, which on those screen plays, they let those guys come off so their big blockers can get up and try to get the screen right, but the throw was just a little bit too high. So here comes the punting unit for the Cardinals. Maruquin seems to be back, and the Bulldog back deep for the punt return. Earlier he had a beautiful return, just slipped and fell on his stride and then trying to cut back inside. So we can see that Maruquin can be a dangerous weapon once in that open field.
The time call on the field by the Cardinals.
Cardinals look like they want to talk this one over. Maybe Coach Bettis wants to say kick away from Maruquin, not right to him. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
It's easy. The choice is yours. You can click FreeUp.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
All right, here we are coming out of the Cardinal timeout. Let's see what Coach Bettis had to say to his punting team as we get ready for the punt. It's a nice deep punt, but Maruquin's there, drops it a bit, but tries to find something, makes a spin, has a wall of red, but still avoids a tackle before finally taken down in midfield. Open field tackle for number 62 of the Cardinals, Espicuerta. Now here comes the Bulldog offense, once again led by quarterback Osmar Martinez, who is still trying to find his rhythm, as the Cardinal defense has been pretty stingy tonight, not giving much. Here come the Bulldogs. Man running off the field, might have had too many men on the field, might be a little miscommunication on the Bulldog offensive side. Sure enough, that's going to go against the Bulldogs. 5-yard penalty. Week 2, Texas high school football. The LaVilla Cardinals hosting the Lyford Bulldogs, 3:36 in the first quarter. Score all tied up, 6-6. And we're ready for the play. Martinez back in shotgun. He rolls back, looks back, pulls that trigger, finds a man, bobbled and incomplete. Intended receiver was Diego Guerra, who just couldn't get his hands on it, had to come back just a bit. So the Bulldogs take a chance downfield. and just wasn't successful on that one. But everything was written up perfectly, just couldn't get that pass there to connect.
Second down coming up.
Martinez rolling out now, keeps it himself to the right, tries to get himself back inside, squeezes through, gains about 7.
That's number 10, Silguero. Along with number 3 is Fericueto, defensively for the Cardinals.
Now it's going to be about 3rd and 7.
Third down, 7 yards to go for the Bulldog offense. 3:10 left to play in the first quarter.
Big 3rd down right here. 3rd and 7, 3:05 in the first. Cardinal defense has done a great job slowing down this Bulldog offense that can be dangerous if they start off and get hot. Ball's kept by Martinez. He rolls out, finds his man, has him open,
Ball's incomplete.
but ball goes incomplete.
Number 74, Aaron Garcia, with the pressure for the Cardinal defense. Brings up 4th down.
Rudy Garcia, thanks for tuning in to Real Sports Live, rooting on her Cardinals. Remember, if you're not able to make it out to the game, we have the game for you here at Real Sports Live. Please like, share, follow, tell your family and friends. We've got the game for you, near and far. 4th down. The Bulldogs look like they're going to go for it. Martinez rolls out to his left. He's looking for his man. He sees something deep that he's like, but ball is incomplete, overthrown. And the Cardinals make that defensive stand. 4 and out.
With a good coverage to turn around down. 1st down, Cardinals.
So here we go, Cardinal ball now. And they'll get it at about the 46. Their own 46. Ortiz under center.
Offense at their own 46-yard line.
Has Ortiz in the backfield deep. A lot of movement there, but Ortiz gets that handoff, breaks away, breaks one tackle, breaks another, and keeps moving forward to move the chains. And looks like the Cardinals are going to pick up that 1st down, as we've just seen some tough running by Ortiz in the backfield, but looks like a flag was thrown in the backfield. Let's see what's going on. We did see a lot of movement in the lines there, so we're going to see what they decide to call it. Will it be against the Cardinals? It's against the Bulldogs. So the Cardinals will pick up that 1st down. 2:20 in the first quarter.
43-yard line.
Cardinals get the ball up to the Bulldog 43.
Number 11, Ortiz.
Ortiz
for the Cardinals.
Under the center. There's the snap. Ball's handed off on the inside. Has a little bit of room to room. That's Ray Bettis, who picks up the gain of about 9. So it looks like the Bulldogs are having a hard time trying to figure out the handoffs in the backfield. As I told you last week, we had a 3-headed running beast for the Cardinals. As a little bit of everything, everybody was getting it. We had some Contreras, we had some Ortiz, we had some Almanza, and they're looking to do the same thing here, which is giving the Bulldogs a hard time trying to find the ball in the backfield. .140 in the first, as the Cardinals are eating up that clock here in the first and gaining their yardage on the ground. Here's that handoff back inside, little trap up the middle. Gets that 1st down, that's Contreras.
But good enough for a Cardinal 1st down.
So Cardinals pick up the 1st. Thank you for tuning in to Real Sports Live. 1:25 in the first. Score all tied up.
First and 10 for the Cardinals at the Bulldog 20.
Cardinals back under center with that 3-back set. Ball's handed off to Perez. Perez jumping back out to the right.
Perez getting the call.
Might have gotten to the line of scrimmage. Gains, no, maybe gains about 2. Catch you up on a couple of scores. Clock's at about the 30-second mark of the first. Roma up 20-14 against Edinburgh Economides, and that's going to lead us to the end of the first. 6-6 here in LaVilla. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
At HCISD, we embrace the future.
We learn to communicate.
At HCISD, we put our best foot forward.
At HCISD, we
make noise! At HCISD, we learn that the smallest of moments can make the deepest impressions.
At HCISD, we are creating the future together.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Edinburgh, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every
And we're ready for second quarter action as the Cardinals pitch that one back, and he has some room to run, finds a break inside. That's Ortiz, and he's in there for the touchdown as he crosses the goal line for another 6. Christian Ortiz once again finding his room to run for another Cardinal touchdown.
That was number 27, Christian Ortiz. Over the Cardinal touchdown. We'll see you, kid. We'll see you. Keep it up.
So the running game of Christian Ortiz has been working for the Cardinals, as that's his second touchdown of the evening, putting the Cardinals up 12-6.
Cardinals will be going for the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion. Don't know if it was enough, as it looked like it might have been stuffed. Unsuccessful 2-point conversion. So to start the second quarter, the Cardinals jump up 12-6. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are LaVilla, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
All right, we are back and we have the action. We're having some video technical difficulties, but we got it all fixed up. And someone just wrote on our Facebook page that speed kills. And yes, we've seen the speed of the Cardinals tonight by Christian Ortiz, who has 2 TDs on the night, leaving the Bulldogs baffled and trying to find some answers to slow him down. So here out come the Bulldogs as their white out uniforms with their gold, white and gold on the field for the Bulldogs. And let's see if they can get their offense going. They were able to get on the board in the first quarter by a 3-yard TD run by Osmar Martinez, who continues to show his skills. And let's see what they come out with to start their first possession in the second quarter. 11:45 in the second quarter. Ball on the 37-yard line. Martinez back in the shotgun. Spread formation. Ball's handed off. Looking for some room. Finds something. Trying to get outside, but can't get that last block.
Along with number 9.
As Alex Rosas grinds out that one.
Gain of 4 yards, second down.
Thank you once again for tuning in to Real Sports Live. This is Marco Munguia here in LaVilla, bringing you tonight's action. Martinez comes back, flags thrown, and whistles blown.
Flag thrown on that play. It is a false start against the Bulldogs.
False start against the Bulldogs, taking away 5. And once again, Coach Haragi is probably not too happy about some of these flags and little mental mistakes that the Bulldogs are making. Definitely things they want to clean up. There's a jump, but it might be a free play, as Martinez still throws that one up there, but unplayable. You know, it could be a matter of the cadence. Both teams offensively trying to get the cadence down, and then right here, as we see, for example, the Cardinals jump on that one as they were trying to figure out the cadence of Martinez as they jump there.
That was a penalty against the Cardinal defense. 4-yard penalty.
So that 5 yards that the Bulldogs lost, they just gained it back. So here we go. In that spread formation, Martinez back in the shotgun. He rolls out to his left. Picks up some good yards and busted through a tackle to pick up a little more. So Martinez gets that first down and about 5 more after the tackle. .10:57 in the second quarter. Bulldogs with the ball in the trips left formation. Ball's handed up, trying to find something up the middle. Gains about 3.
Gain of about 3 yards.
Little slow to get up. This is Real Sports Live. We're going to take an official timeout. We'll be back after this.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment.
All right, we're back after that official timeout. The Bulldogs trying to find something here, and there's a little bit of razzle-dazzle until finally being brought down by Luke Serna, as Martinez trying to do it with his feet. We're looking at a 3rd and 3 situation, 10-17 in the second quarter. Martinez and the Bulldog offense in that trip set. Lots of movement once again. Play is still going. Martinez gets it out outside, picks up the first down. He's still on his feet. Finds some room up the middle, and he's going to go to the 5, and that's a touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown.
So Martinez gets the Cardinals to jump, but that play keeps going. It's a live play, so Martinez plays that one smart as everyone kind of stops and looks around. And Martinez, using his experience, knows we need to keep this one going, and he does, as he picks up the big TD for the Bulldogs, tying the game. Extra point attempt, now getting ready. 9:52. Extra point is up, and that's against the wind, but enough to get in there as the Bulldogs take a 1-point lead. Let's take a look at Martinez's touchdown once again. So there's those skills of quarterback Martinez for the Bulldogs as we're getting ready to continue our game after that touchdown by Osmar Martinez. Getting the Bulldogs up 13-12, 9:52 in the second quarter. That will be Martinez's second touchdown of the night as the Bulldogs get the lead. This is Real Sports Live. Thanks for tuning in to our live action of Week 2 Friday Night Football here in the Rio Grande Valley. Cardinals waiting for the kickoff after the Martinez touchdown. And here we go. Bettis in that backfield, but that's picked up by Contreras. Contreras trying to find a little something up the middle, but brought down by a nice open field tackle by Jorge de la Cruz. Want to thank Evie Guerra for tuning in to Real Sports Live, rooting on her Bulldogs. Thanks for tuning in, Evie. So now the Cardinals are coming back out on the field. Once again, they've been led tonight by running back Christian Ortiz, who's putting together himself a nice first half of football.
Number 11, Ortiz, quarterbacking for the
CJ Ortiz in the shotgun, waiting for his snap. There's the handoff off the middle, and Ortiz once again finds some room off that trap, picks up a nice gain, and that's Joel Almanza. I take that back. Almanza picks up a nice big gain of about 13.
That was 21, Joel Almanza, a.k.a. Little Bird.
The run game right now has been something of a mystery for the Bulldogs as they're trying to find a way to slow down the Cardinal running backs. 9:15 in the second quarter. Once again, ball's handed off. This is Christian Ortiz, finds some room outside the right, chips away for about another 13. Credit to the O-line of the Cardinals for holding their blocks and making lanes for the running backs of the Cardinals. You know, as they say, the running backs are the ones who get in the papers, but the credit's due to the O-line. And that doesn't go much as the Bulldog defense gets back in that one quick, fast, and in a hurry. As Osmar Martinez not only doing it on the offensive end, but also picking up that tackle there. Spread formation for the Cardinals. Cesar Ortiz back in the shotgun. Ball's handed off. Up the middle, that's now the third running back in there, Contreras. As I talked about earlier, we got ourselves a three-headed beast in the backfield for the Cardinals of Contreras, Christian Ortiz, and Joel Amanza. Who you give one running back a breather, they just throw in the next one, and then you give that one a breather, and they throw in the next one. So when you got fresh legs like that coming in and out, that's definitely a plus for the Cardinal offense. 3rd and 10. Big third down. Ortiz jumps back. He has himself the screen, but picked up nicely by the Bulldogs. As not much was there, Oscar Alanis sniffs that one out.
Oscar Alanis brings up 4th down.
So that was a big stop by Alanis of the Bulldogs, and now the Cardinals are looking at a 4th and 11. I want to thank Adam Weaver for the shout out, doing the best I can. I'm no professional, but I love calling games. Appreciate you. Bulldogs up 1, 13-12, 7-10 in the second quarter. Cardinals want to talk this one over, see what they want to do. Look at their short field situation. He said, do we take a chance on this 4th, maybe get something here, get the first down, or do we try to kick a short punt? So decisions trying to be made, and looks like they want to take a little bit more time to talk this over as the Cardinals call a timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
With Real Sports Live is the concession stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are LaVilla, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Back out of that timeout, and here we go. Let's see what the Cardinals decide to do. Looks like they're going to go for it as Ortiz is back in that shotgun. What do they have to lose? He's rolling now. Tries to keep it himself. He finds himself a little bit of room, gets 5, a little shake and bake, but the Bulldogs are all over that one and say, no, sir, we're not going to give you this. Big 4th down stands, but once again, what do the Cardinals have to lose on that 4th down? Not much. You know, they try to go for a short punt. What if it rolls back in the end zone and it's a touchback, right? So it's about the same thing as the Bulldogs now come back on the field.
Going out to Bryce Rodriguez from her mom and dad. Happy birthday, Bryce.
Getting that one at about the 37-yard line. Cardinals called that timeout. I want to give kudos to the DJ or the announcers here. They played a little Cypress Hill, taking me back. You know, you hear that insane in the membrane. Won't get you hyped up here on a Friday night. 13-12 Lyford. Lyford now with the ball. 6:43 in the second quarter. Ball's handed up the middle, looking for something. Tries to be aggressive, but a wall of red is there to meet the Bulldogs.
Gain of 2, second down.
Leading that tackle, Joey Escobar. On that D-line, but Lyford picks up about 2 or 3 yards there on that tough run.
Back to pass.
Martinez jumping back, goes the other way, finds his receiver, is complete, and then some. Gets that Lyford Bulldog first down.
Pass was complete. We do have an injured.
Looks like we may have a player shaking up. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this official timeout.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Roldo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We are those Red Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
It's easy, the choice is yours. You can click ForYou.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Apply to the university.
Coming out of that official timeout, now we're back. It looks like everything's going to be okay on the Cardinals sideline. Here we come, the Bulldogs, looking like a little end around, finds a little bit of room to run as the Bulldogs keep chipping away, and that's Mark Maruquin with a nice little run.
Number 7, Mark Maruquin for the Bulldogs.
We got a slew of games going on Real Sports Live. If you guys jumping around from game to game, Refugio and George West, Refugio up big 35-0 over there. But we've got your action here in LaVilla, as the Bulldogs are up 13-12, 5:27 in the second quarter. Martinez pulls that one down, and there's a little shoestring tackle up the middle by Jerry Reyes.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and short.
We call those shoestring. Barely getting on to the feet for the tackle. Missed tackles like that are going to go for more than what they get. And thank you once again for tuning in to Real Sports Live.
3rd and about 2 yards to go.
Shout out to Rodney Gonzalez tuning in to watch his Bulldogs.
Quarterback again.
Martinez holds on to that one, trying to get that first down. Might have got it, but met almost at the line there by a couple of Cardinals.
The Cardinals. It is a Bulldog.
Jerry Reyes with the tackle. First and 10 Bulldogs, 4:33 in the second quarter.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Martinez with a 2-back backfield. He pulls back, pulls it down himself, has some room to run up the left, stay on his feet, but it looks like it might have been a face mask, which will gain some yards there for the Bulldogs. Let's see what the official call is. Officials talking it over. Sitting over here on the LaVilla side up in the press box, and you could hear the reaction of the Bulldog fans that led me to believe, yes, it is there was a hold and a face mask call, so there's 2 calls on there. They offset themselves, and we're just going to replay that down. 4:14 in the second quarter. Plenty of football here to play. First and 10 Bulldogs. Bulldogs looking to get back on the scoreboard
First and 10 coming up.
before the halftime. Martinez in the shotgun. There's some movement. It's going to be a broken free play. They're going to go deep, but unplayable. Looks like that's going to be on the Cardinals. Discipline is big on that D-line. As you know, the D-line's trying to get that advantage, trying to be quick off the snap. But once they hear that hut, if it's not snapped and they go, they're going to get penalized. So they're trying to figure out the cadence. And the Bulldogs are doing a great job from keeping that going.
First and 5 coming up.
Martinez finds his man. It's a complete pass. Still on his feet, picking up a couple more. Diego Guerra gets his hands on that one, gets that Bulldog first down, and the Bulldogs keep on moving. Ball gets to the 20.
Number 5, Diego Guerra. Be a first and 10 at the Cardinal 20-yard line.
Bulldogs doing a good job controlling the clock this second quarter. Ball hasn't really been in the Cardinals' hands much. 3:46 here in the second. Bulldogs trying to sniff themselves another touchdown as they just been chipping away at this field. Martinez pulls it, calls it himself. Tries to get a couple as Victor Garcia is in on that tackle for the Cardinals.
Defensively for the Cardinals. Short game brings up second down.
And this may be the game plan for the Bulldogs, is they're going to just try to keep running that clock, keeping the ball on the ground. We're getting close to the 3-minute mark of the first half of play. Trips left formation for the Bulldogs. Snap is low, but Martinez picks it up, and he slips in the backfield. This is the second slip that we've seen of the Bulldogs. Earlier we talked about the punt return of Mark Madukin, who had himself a nice run and stride. He tries to juke back to the inside, and then he slips and falls. Right now we see Martinez trying to pull that one, going to the left, and he slips and falls. This could be that change that I was talking about, playing on turf. Sometimes you have to get a different sort of cleat. It's different than playing on grass.
Third and 10 coming up.
Third and 10 for the Bulldogs. Martinez drops back, finds himself a receiver underneath. It's complete. He's on his feet, still on. Makes a little turnaround, gets inside the 10. Has a nice little pitch and catch for the Bulldogs there. Let's take a look at that one again.
Pass was complete to the receiver. Gain of 11 yards, first and goal.
First and goal now for the Bulldogs. And a flag is thrown. And that's going to go against the Bulldogs for a false start.
Against the Bulldogs, 5-yard penalty. Be a first and goal at the 14-yard line.
So now a first and goal on the 14, 2:12 left in this first half. We've got ourselves a pretty close game through this first half, but Lyford's trying to extend their lead here before going into halftime. Ball's handed off to Madukin. He jumps a couple of defenders, still on his feet, trying to get as much as he can, and let's see if he gets inside the 5, and he might have been stopped at about the 5.
Mark Madukin.
Madukin showing he's doing a little bit of everything here tonight. Great to have athletes of that versatility. 1:30 left in the first half as the Bulldogs see 6 in front of them. Let's see if they can capitalize. Martinez pulls it down himself, still on his feet, rumbles in. Let's see if he gets in. The official call is yes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So Martinez, still on his feet, picks up his third running touchdown of the night. And the Bulldogs looking like they're going to go for two, but they bring it back over. Going to attempt the extra point. So Bulldogs go up 19-12. Here's the extra point. It's up, and it is good. So the Bulldogs stick to their game plan here in the second, saying let's grind and pound on the ground with their running game as they continue to chip away at the clock. It ticks, 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 runs it all the way down to the 119 minute of the first half of play, but they had the ball in their possession the majority of the second quarter. As they extend their lead by 8. This is Real Sports Live. Plenty of action here tonight. We're getting close to our halftime. Stay with us, as we'll have updates. We'll have recaps of the first and scores from around the valley. But we have 1:19 here left in the first half of play. Thanks for tuning in to Real Sports Live. This is Marco Munguia giving you tonight's action in LaVilla. The Hey Song blasting from the speakers. Once again, credit to the DJ here in LaVilla. Low kickoff, just going to be fouled on, in place at about the 28-yard line of the Cardinals.
Be a first and 10 for the Cardinal offense at their own 29-yard line. 1:15 left to play in the first half.
So the Cardinals will have about 1:15 to do a little something. Let's see if Coach Bettis wants to try to get something big or just run the clock and get into halftime. It'll be interesting to see what they decide to do here. So CJ Ortiz along with Christian Ortiz in the backfield, coming out in their trips right. CJ Ortiz drops back. He does want to go deep. He has a man in the middle, but just underthrown. If he could have had him in stride, that would have been a big play, but just not enough arm on it. .108 left in the first half. That clock stops on that incomplete pass. Bulldogs up 20-12. Second and 10. Here's the snap. It's a bobble snap, and it might be a turnover. Let's see if the Bulldogs jumped on it or not. And let's see who has possession. The Cardinals.
27 Ortiz does recover the fumble.
Yeah, the Cardinals jump on it,
Third down.
which is a lucky break for them because that would have left a minute for the Bulldogs to do something, and the Bulldogs would have recovered that one. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to call this timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlem in the South, Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Back to the action as we got 1 minute left in the first half of play. Cardinal ball.
13 yards to go for the Cardinal offense.
CJ Ortiz gets the snap, rolling out to his right. He's looking downfield, but doesn't find nothing, but the Bulldogs find him as a big-time tackle for loss for the Bulldogs.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
49 seconds as the Cardinals are going to look at a fourth down situation, and the Bulldogs want to call a timeout. Maybe they'll get good field position off of this punt, and maybe enough to get another touchdown in before halftime. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this. So let's see if the strategy works off that timeout. We got about 49 seconds left in the first half as the Cardinals are going to be put in a punt situation. Waiting for that in the back is Oscar Martinez and Mark Maruquin. Here's the punt, and it's off, almost blocked. Martinez up the left side of the field. Stays in bounds, and then hit by a kamikaze tackle coming in there for the Cardinals.
Be a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs will have 43 seconds to see if they can get something here. I'm sure Coach Hadagi would love nothing more than to extend the lead before going into half. As the Bulldog defense did a tremendous job holding the Cardinals on that last drive. Here come the Bulldogs. Martinez dropping back, looking deep, thinks he has a man. Tough play, and that's a catch, and that's a touchdown, Bulldogs. Big time play, big time catch there. Let's see that one again.
Pass was complete to number 1, Oscar Martinez, for a Bulldog touchdown.
You know where you're at. You're good, So that paid off for the Bulldogs as they pick up the touchdown and the extra point.
Bulldogs 27, LaVilla 12.
As the Bulldogs strategize, and like I had said, they called that timeout to stop the clock on the 4th down, and Coach Hadagi felt confident enough that his offense would be able to do something, and they did. So now the Bulldogs up 27-12. 35 seconds left in the first half of football here in LaVilla. As Osmar Martinez has run for 3 touchdowns and just threw for 1, continuing his big-time play on Friday nights. LaVilla back to receive. Kicked up the middle, picks up some. Gets to about the 43-yard line.
Kickoff return for the Cardinals.
33 seconds left in the first half.
Be a 1st and 10 for your Cardinals at their own.
So the Lyford Bulldogs started off a little slow to start the game, but they've definitely opened up the gates on the talent of their quarterback, Osmar Martinez. Cardinals trying to keep this one close. They got 30 seconds left here. Down 27-12. Ortiz hands that ball off, finds his man inside.
27 Ortiz.
Christian Ortiz might have picked up about one. Thank you for tuning in to Real Sports Live. We've had a great first half of football. Still plenty of ball to go here in LaVilla. Clock's clicking down, about 10 seconds left. It looks like they're going to run this one out and just get into halftime.
That's the halftime, ladies and gentlemen.
And we've got into the halftime mark as Lyford is up 27-12 behind the skills of Osmar Martinez, their quarterback. Plenty of ball left to play. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back with a first half recap as well as scores from around the league. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
It's easy, the choice is yours. You can click Furya.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
At HCISD, we embrace the future.
We learn to communicate.
At HCISD, we put our best foot forward.
At HCISD, we
make noise!
With the memories, forever memories, antiques and collectibles in San Benito.
We are Eddie Burgella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character.
Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are LaVilla, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We are Los Fresnos Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K 3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
It's easy, the choice is yours. You can click ForYou.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live. We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
It's easy, the choice is yours. You can click ForYou.com 24/7 or visit us here personally in our beautiful showroom. Step in or click and stand out. Look for your motors. We're always at your service.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
At HCISD, we embrace the future.
We learn to communicate.
At HCISD, we put our best foot forward.
At HCISD, we
Make noise!
At HCISD, we learn that the smallest of moments can make the deepest impressions.
At HCISD, we are creating the future together.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Edinburgh Bella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are LaVilla, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms.
Real Sports Live back here in LaVilla as we're at halftime. About 18 minutes of halftime here as the Lyford Bulldogs are up 27-12 on LaVilla Cardinals. Let's talk about the first half of play. I want to thank you all for tuning in to Real Sports Live and being patient during halftime as we've got our bands giving us a great performance. The Lyford band out there on the field right now, sounding lovely, doing a great job. First half action, the LaVilla side of things took off quick, fast, and in a hurry to start off our game as Christian Ortiz took over the running duties and did a great job going for 2 touchdowns on the ground in the first half. The Bulldogs took a little bit but finally got comfortable and got in a groove as quarterback Osmar Martinez used his feet for 3 running touchdowns, and here at the end of the first half of play found himself a receiver deep in the end zone for the touchdown pass. So 27-12 is where we find ourselves at halftime, still with a whole half of football left to play here tonight. Couple scores around the league that came in: St. Joe 20, Santa Rosa 0. West Oso 28,